All right, we got Wealth Conundrum by Ralph Dudra. A money manager wrestles with the puzzles of wealth. Nice little book. Man, these are little itty bitty words. All right, we have 11 chapters. Let's go. Emotional crash. Jesus was always talking about Jesus book. Jesus was always talking about money. The deal, making megabucks, confrontation in Calcutta, emptying the barns, the wealth conundrum, relax and win, stewardship struggles, a life of financial freedom, finishing well. All right. Has to do with a lot of God stuff. So I'm very interested on how God is telling him to make megabucks, right? So making megabucks with God as the owner, the cash flowed, right? So let's see how God became the owner and the cash started to flow. Page 45. Okay. My method of trading funds at the time of the market crash of October 1987 had protected myself and my small group of investors from catastrophic losses. My dialogue with God on the retreat in West Virginia shortly afterwards had given me something else. The knowledge that it was no longer me carrying the lead alone. God was with me. My advisory company was called Spectrum Financial Incorporated, possibly related to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I had been able to develop several trading strategies so that whenever the stock market became technically unhealthy, I was able to sell out of the mutual funds into the safety of a money market. Spectrum Financial functioned as a fee-based advisor rather than a stockbroker. Our income was tied to their increase. We had no incentive for trading other than maximizing client investment returns and lowering risk instead of making profits from clients' accounts by trading stocks on commission. We made money from the growth of the assets that we managed for our clients, maximizing profits. It seemed that investing was something that I did well. How did I define well? Making lots of money in up markets and not losing much in down markets. Our initial strategy involved three concepts: trading mutual funds, compound interest, preservation of principal, and limiting losses. Number one, trading mutual funds. Mutual funds at the time we began seemed to be the best vehicle for investing that I had seen anywhere. Mutual funds had it all. Diversification management and minimal charges to exchange stock and bond funds quickly into the safety of cash position. Compound interest was the greatest wealth builder I ever found. An 18% annual return will nearly double your money every 4 years. $1 becomes 2, becomes 4, becomes 8 over a 12-year period at 25%. $1 becomes $14.55 in 12 years. That is the power of compound interest. I had discovered this financial principle and was committed to applying it to amass wealth for both myself and my clients. And number three, preservation of principal and limiting losses. Preservation of principal was a key to investment success. Loss of principal was tremendously costly. For example, a 50% loss on an account would require a 100% gain just to get back to even. It is easy to talk about limiting losses. It's harder to actually do it all the time. Two major items cause a stock trader to perform poorly. One is the fear and greed syndrome. The other is ego, otherwise known as pride. I seem to have gotten past the fear, afraid to lose it, and greed, want to make a lot of it fast, but the pride issue in my life are still being negotiated. I like that. Oh, here we go. We got one little a little snippet. One client flew in from New York to meet with our staff. I was driving him from the airport. He asked me if I really prayed about investment decisions. We had a good discussion about the new concept of business ownership by God. Okay, boom, there we go. The Wealth Conundrum. I thought it was going to be a more godly book because in the table of contents, it names God and Jesus. Let's see. Jesus, God. I guess it's just the first three Christian life, God, and Jesus Christ. So 7 mentions of God, and then you have faith and believing in this and that. So other than that, I really like it. It seems like a great book. I'm going to read it. And this is one that I will read and go through. All right.